It's not too long now until we get Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and now EA DICE have shared the official PC system requirements, minimum and recommended of course. So without further ado, let us begin with the minimum requirements. And OS, shockingly, minimum is Windows 7 64-bit, although they do recommend the latest service pack, but I'd imagine that's no issue. CPU wise, you'll need an Intel i3 3250 or an AMD FX 6350. Although they do note that Mirror's Edge Catalyst will require at least 4 logical cores to run. You'll need 6 gigs of RAM, and GPU wise you'll need a 650 tied 2 gigs of VRAM or better, or a R9 270X or better for AMD. And hard drive space is actually surprisingly small for games nowadays, that's 25 gigs. Next up, of course, is recommended, and they are recommending Windows 10 here, with a CPU of Intel Core i7-3770 at 3.4 GHz or an AMD FX 8350 at 4 GHz and 16 gigs of RAM, which is quite the jump up. And I highly doubt it's going to make use of all 16 gigabytes. I myself have had 16 gigs of RAM for basically forever, and I don't think any game has ever really needed that or required it, so that's probably that overselling thing they're doing again, but never mind. As for the GPU, you'll need a GTX 970 with 4 gigs of VRAM or better, or an AMD R9 280X with 3 gigs of VRAM or better. Now, the Windows 10 recommendation for the recommended specs is undoubtedly for DX12. Now, the Frostbite 3 engine, which Mirror's Edge Catalyst is using, does support DX12 from what I can find, so that's probably why they're recommending Windows 10 there. Now, of course, the game does come out on May the 24th, so it's not too long at all, just over a month away, and hopefully it'll be good. Of course, there is an open beta taking place on a closed beta, not open, do forgive me, from April the 22nd to the 26th. If you've been selected, you'll get a code. They already ran the sign-ups a while ago. I don't think you can sign up at this late date, to be honest, but if you did sign up, keep an eye on your emails, you might get in. Fingers crossed for myself getting in, that would be lovely. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.